Uh, do I have to wear a mask?
No need. Okay. Yeah, real life.
Hello everyone, this is Young Song.
And I'm Wei Lun, and welcome to our BodyKey Trim and Fit Challenge 4.0 8 weeks online weight management program by 3BFS. Woo!
We hope you are enjoying that we are keep posting on about the contents. Yeah, have you heard? Yeah, I hope you enjoy and learn a lot of things from our Facebook group. Later, we will announce the winner of first puppies.
Puppies! Before we really jump into our session proper, okay, we want to really do a quick run through of our online, basically the program, the course. Okay, wait, okay. So today we'll be actually talking about knowing and understanding the food that we eat. And in fact, for the first 4 weeks of our session, we'll actually touch more on the understanding of our food nutrition. Okay, as you can see on the slide there is on diet alignment. And this will really, really be very helpful to give you a concept of how weight management can actually come into play.
Yes, correct. So first 4 weeks, we are focusing on your dietary habit. So the dietary habit is having a good habit of eating food. And then second one is right portion at the right time. Especially you should have the breakfast. Then you can get a good and solid result at the first 4 weeks. I will share my result.
Okay, so it's kind of like by the time you lose some weight after 4 weeks, and you kind of feel like you're lighter. You feel very encouraged to actually want to try
Correct.
on something to add a little bit more into your regime, into your routine. And
Correct.
good dietary habit, of course, is very very important because the concept is that you can eat really 24 hours a day, anytime you want, but if you cannot
Correct.
really exercise
24
24
hours,
hours. Yeah,
right?
it's going to be very tiring, very time consuming, which
Correct.
is why dieting is so important. And then subsequently, as you can see on the middle of the screen, from the 5th to the 8th week, we'll be talking and diving deeper into the knowledge of about how to enhance your metabolism. Incorporating things like simple workouts which are effective, that is gonna be very, very, inbuilt and sustainable into your daily
Correct.
lives.
Correct. So, in a nutshell, first 4 weeks, we are focusing on the dietary habits. So, the amount food and amount right time. And then, next 4 weeks, we are focusing on your daily habits. So, after this one, you can increase your metabolism to adjust your body to burn your fats.
Okay, and then more importantly, we want to actually cultivate a very, very sustainable lifestyle beyond these 8 weeks. Okay, and we are not we are not going to stop, pushing out
Correct.
contents and engaging you guys even after 8 weeks program.
Correct,
Okay,
correct.
and we want you to hope that you can continue to transform with us. We'll continue to be online with you guys, and then this program is not the end to everything. This
Correct.
overall concept, what we are doing, we're trying to cultivate using these 60 days a very healthy, sustainable lifestyle to start with, and then we go on from there.
Don't stop. No more yo-yo effect, please.
No more yo-yo effect.
Okay, so now it has been a week. So yesterday we visited to get our in-body data. So we will share how we changed so far. So before that, can you invite our nice member, right?
Team member.
Team member. So welcome to Leonard.
Hello.
Hello, hello.
Hello, hello.
Thank you for having me again. All right, nice to be back. All right, thank you, Yong Sok. Thank you, Wilun. Yep.
Okay, so actually we'll be talking about our in-body stem cell data today. So maybe you want to start first?
Okay, I will share mine first. Actually, 2 weeks ago, my weight was 64 kg. And yesterday, my result was 63.5. During 2 weeks, I will share my secrets how I change dietary habits. First of all, I have breakfast. Actually, in the morning, meal replacement body key. And then also I reduce snacks. Snacks that yeah, actually I work from home so far from since Chinese New Year until now. So when staying home and working, yeah, keep looking for something sugar, some sweet things. So yeah, keep trying the Korean snacks that, but I reduced. I cannot say I didn't have. Previously, almost every day I had some portion like chocolate or snacks, but now just last week only had twice a week and very small portion. Yeah, very painful to control myself. And then, as a result, not only the reducing my kg, I reduced my body fat 0.7 kg. And also,
Percent.
yeah,
0.7%
this one is
body fat. Oh,
yeah,
kg. Okay,
kg,
okay, okay.
kg. And then
So
the
his
percent is 0.9%, but the kg is 0.7 kg. And then luckily I got more muscle. I last week I exercised once on Thursday and exercise outdoor and sweat a lot. I and then push up more. That is why I could gain more 0.4 kg. Yeah, so roughly the body score increased 1 point. So from 75 now 76. Just yeah, exercise a little bit more and then reduce the snack. Still showing the score like this. Yeah, I really surprised. And
okay.
what about you? Yeah,
Yeah.
Benji?
For myself, my weight was actually 65.6, and then yesterday it was 65.1. Okay, so if you can see here, this body composition history. Okay, so it was 65.6, and then it went to 65.1, which is a drop in 0.5 kg. And then the second column is actually the muscle mass. So it increased by 0.1 kg,
Mm,
and the body fat is dropped by 0.4%.
yeah, actually
So
reduce a lot.
it's actually overall is heading towards the right direction,
Mm,
but not too much of a drastic change. Okay,
yeah.
because really for the past week, what I've been doing was actually I just try to do push-ups every single day.
Oh,
But I think my body kind of adjusted to it.
yeah.
So even if I do push-ups every single day, my muscle mass doesn't gain that much,
Mm,
which is also something that we will talk about in the later 4 weeks of our program, where we reach a little bit of stagnation. So I think for myself, what I need to, like similarly to you, so I also take the breakfast every single morning, and I do push-ups every day. But
yeah.
it's a very consistent, but rather very small changes to my body fats, weight, and my muscle mass. So for myself, I probably in the next week I need to do a little bit more on weight exercises,
Uh-huh,
strength trainings, more
to gain
weights,
more
to gain a little
muscles.
bit more muscles
Correct.
from that.
Mm.
How about?
And
Okay, yeah, I may need you to help me hold the mic so that I can show you the result. Yeah, anyway, it's quite surprising for me. Yeah, okay, you can see this data here, all right, which is actually the first measurement I had on the 15th of September, all right, and then this is what I measured like 9 days later, which is the second measurement. I'm very surprised because you can see that my weight has dropped by 0.8 kg from 94.4 to 93.6, which is like, yeah, 0.8 kg, which is almost 1 kg.
yeah, yeah.
But the muscle mass also increased from like 37.9 to 38.6, which is also like a 0.7 increase.
Wow.
So the weight has came down. The weight has came down. All right. The mass has gone up. All right, muscle mass. And the most amazing thing is that my body fat actually dropped from 29.2 to 27.2, which is a whopping 2%.
Wow, quite
All
a
right, so
lot.
this is actually quite amazing for me
Yes,
because
correct.
honestly, I haven't really done anything special this week, except I started to make sure that I take my body key replacement shake as breakfast every morning by 11 o'clock.
Oh,
That's one thing I do first for this 9 days. And I haven't really started even doing any exercises because before the program starts, actually I do like push-ups, like 20 to 30 a day. It's not a lot, it's not a lot. It's not like we do like 20 to 30 every hour. It's like 20 to 30 a day. So that's the something that I've been doing prior to the program. So I've been continuing, and yeah, there's not much difference. So the only difference I can tell you is that I make sure that my diet is adjusted to include the breakfast of a body key replacement shake every morning. And then, of course, we don't snack. I don't really snack. Yep. Make sure it's 3 meals. I also have a secret to share. Actually, during these 9 days, we had the chance to go for 3 suppers.
oh,
Yeah, so actually it's not the good right thing to do, but sometimes when it comes, it comes. So we had 2 suppers of Teochew porridge and even 1 supper of Tim Ho Wan.
oh yeah. Team one also I joined together.
Yeah. We also was there. So you see, I think the result is pretty cool. But I think the point we want to tell you is that we are just adjusting our diet right now to make sure that we are going into this new regime and this new routine. I mean, I was hearing Wilun says that his body, he's saying that he's not seeing a lot of changes right now. Uh, I guess it depends on which category of data you're looking at. If you're looking at weight, honestly, he's only what, 63.
55.
65. Yeah, he can't, I don't think he can lose a lot considering his weight, right? So the question now is really to how to build the mass of his muscles, and then maybe to reduce the, what you call that, the body fats. But look, reducing weight is almost out of the question because that is not the right thing to do also. And if you look at his data again, actually his visceral fat is still also not low. Yeah, considering what he has there, he's still not exactly at the right, what you call that, the right spot. Yep. Yeah, because you see, he's supposed to be somewhere below 50.
Supposed to be about 20.
Yeah, and then he is now 44. So I guess exercise does play a part, but for all of our friends out there who are just taking part this Body Key Train and Fit Challenge 4.0, you are not yet the exercise type, not like this young gentleman here who is so well built and athletic. Maybe you should just stick to keeping your food regime correct first. Just like what I'm trying to do, because I'm 51. You ask me to do exercise suddenly after such a long break, it's going to be tough, and then you will make it very unsustainable for you. So maybe you should just try to keep to what we mentioned earlier in the first part about these 4 weeks, that adjust and realign your diet, so that you make sure that once your diet is correct, you will be able to lose some weight, you'll be able to get your energy back, and then therefore build the base to the 5th week where we start to introduce the workouts to bring up the metabolism. So I'm pretty happy with what I have so far, and I will continue to make sure that I follow this dietary regime, and then to make sure that I see my weight dropping, my muscle mass will go up, and then also most importantly, whether my body fats can continue to go down. And one last thing is that I realized the other thing that is very different in this is that the last 9 days, we make sure we sleep earlier.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is important because sleeping earlier and getting that 7 to 8 hours of sleep every day will make sure that will actually increase your metabolism, which is quite interesting. When you get enough sleep, you actually will increase your metabolism. So, which means what? Which is very interesting. Without even going into a rigid or rigorous exercise regime, just by eating right, just like resting enough, you would possibly be what? Gaining your metabolism already. And then that will also help you to move forward into the 8 weeks of the challenge. All right, thank you.
Okay, thank you for sharing all the embodied scores. Yes, as you guys watched, yeah, just taking proper meals. Yeah, then we can show the result as what we shared before. And let's talk about the understanding about what we having of food. And it's not difficult. Only two things you remember. First one, it's a balance and adequate intakes of nutrition. And nutritions are food is primary source.
Okay, so actually, if you see this food pyramid, actually, okay, let's talk a little bit more about having ensuring a balance and adequate intake of nutrients. Actually, you would have realized by now that it is actually quite difficult to intake all your macronutrients on a very balanced basis on a daily diet.
Correct.
Just think about what you ate yesterday.
Yeah.
I was talking to a friend yesterday, and she was saying that she only ate wonton noodles in the morning, and then we were going for dinner. So that was actually the only meal that she had.
Oh.
And if you think about it, what's actually in the wonton noodle?
Yeah.
It's probably just carbohydrates
Carbo,
because of the noodles,
yes.
and then there's
And
only a
then
few,
a few meat.
yeah, and a
Beef,
few meat
pork,
and
yeah.
like a few pieces of vegetables. So actually, that is just very very little fiber and very very little
Correct.
protein, and the
Correct.
bulk of your meal is actually carbohydrates. So actually, also we can see from this food pyramid here. This is what we used to see when we were young, when we were
Yeah,
studying.
yeah.
But we want to we want to bring across this idea that unless you require a lot of energy in your everyday work, really for instance like laborers jobs, you shouldn't be eating that amount of carbs you see right here because it's very unproportional to the other types of food and fruits that we're eating. Okay, so if you can see here, a plate of fried kway teow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yummy, right?
When you see this plate of fried kway teow, you can actually kind of know how much nutrients are there inside just by looking at it. So you see a main bulk of it is the kway teow and the noodles, and therefore those are carbs. Okay, and there's not much vegetables there, only a few
Yeah,
bean
bean
sprouts.
sprouts.
Yeah, only a few bean sprouts.
Or yeah.
Yeah, and then there's
Chilies?
no, there's not. This is like the sausage, the sausage.
Lachong.
Yeah, lapchong.
Yeah,
Whoa, you
yeah.
know, you know.
I like.
Okay, so that's like very very little protein and a little bit of protein from the egg, but the fiber, the protein, and it's very very little and lacking. But yet there are a lot of oils and there are a lot of carbohydrates.
Yeah, correct. So yeah, I will share the how the proportion of the meal you should take. So as you see the slide, the almost half should be fruits and vegetable. It means for fiber, and then first quarter will be the unrefined carbo, and then the other quarter should be the protein. So this one should be the good distribution of the protein, fiber, and carbohydrates. So this one does have the well balanced meal I can suggest.
Well, okay, we need to get that get rid of that. So that yep. Okay, yeah. So anyway, as we show you the diagram just now, the diagram. Or yeah, all right. Actually, it's interesting because not only that we are talking about the portion of food that you should be eating, All right, we are actually asking if everyone would be able to next time when you go and order your food, be it in the hawker center or a restaurant or whatever, whether you order a spring chicken or whether you order a steak or whether you order a wonton noodle, it doesn't matter. But when your food comes to you, you must see the food as the distribution and the proportion of the nutrients you're eating. So like what we showed you just now, you're eating char kway teow. All right, you should be looking at, wow, that's a lot of carbs. There's a lot of carbohydrates and so little of protein. All right, and then so little of fiber. All right, of course, in our usual way of looking at food is how tasty it is and how delicious it is, and then we don't care really the content, the proportion, even the selection of the nutrients, and we just ate it. Can you imagine in this char kway teow, you'll probably be eating a lot of fats as well, which you don't see. You need to see here. You not people can't see you.
Okay, okay.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So you must. Yeah. Okay. Now we can see you. Yes. Cool. Yeah. If the audience don't see you, we lose audience. So we must make sure that your face is being
Okay.
shown. So can you imagine, part of the fats that you're eating from char kway teow is actually inside here, but yet you don't see it. We know how many calories the char kway teow is, and everybody says it's unhealthy, but really, if you understand char kway teow as in the kind of nutrients you're taking, then you can be careful, right? That means you probably want to eat less of the kway teow and the noodles, which is carbohydrate. You want to make sure you fried it with not, we used to use pork oil.
Yeah, correct. Lard.
Lard, yeah, you're right. Yeah, that's the right word. And then, you can add some more proteins. You can even make it some beef or, something like that. Like, you heard of beef kway teow, rather than just using cockles and sausage. Yeah, so you see, what we want you to understand is that, okay, eat your food and see from the idea that it is in what kind of nutrients you eat. Then therefore, when we go forward and talk about this chart again, all right, and then you look at the typical a Western meal, it is like a lot of protein,
Correct.
okay, compared to our Asian diet, which is a lot of carbo every time. All right, but in the Western diet, it's always more protein over the carbohydrates,
Right.
and they also emphasize a lot of fiber. All right, and in the salad form, yeah, you're right. In fact, you will also realize that the Western way of preparing the fiber is healthier and more effective, because a lot of fiber, once you cook it, it actually lost the properties of things. But then a lot of the Westerners, they are always eating the fiber in terms of raw salad, which is really the right way to eat it, the healthier way, the correct way, and the more effective way to eat it. So when you look at this chart that we showed you just now, and you look at it as a Western meal, well, we are not trying to advocate the Western style of eating, but you should try to now look at how the proportion of food in terms of the nutrients you are taking on a daily basis. And that's what we want to talk to you about actually regarding this slide. All right, thank you.
Okay, so we're gonna move on to talk a little bit more about protein. Okay, because you have realized that in our Asian food diet, protein is something that we don't really be able to obtain from our food. But yet, protein is so important because it is really the building block of all our basically everything else in your body, whether it
Correct.
is your organs,
Yeah,
your skin, your muscles,
yeah, hairs.
your hair, your brain, your bones, everything requires protein. Okay, and actually the rarely the recommended amount of protein to take every single day is 1 gram per kg of your body weight. So I probably need to take 65 grams of protein. You need to take about
Also almost
about
same,
60 plus
63, yeah, 63 grams.
grams of protein. So, but how difficult it is to actually obtain this protein? One hard-boiled egg, hard boil, not even scramble or
Alright.
sunny side up. Hard-boiled egg is only 8 grams. So for our body weight, we need to take like
Almost more than
nine,
eight or nine.
yeah, 8 or 9 hard-boiled eggs. But by the
Correct.
time you actually finish this hard-boiled egg, you're too full to eat anything else.
Yeah,
So your
correct.
diet will only have protein, but you have not eaten any other, nutrients or minerals. So it's so important to take in enough protein, and we can't actually get it enough from our food. And therefore, if we are very, very aware of what we talked about earlier, meaning when we eat a plate of like a Western or fried
Correct.
hotel, we know exactly how much of each of the mineral that we are having.
Mm-hmm.
We're having say like that slab of meat is about maybe 20 grams of protein.
Correct.
Then you
Correct.
kind of know that, oh, I'm still lacking of 40. I've eat
Yeah.
a few eggs and I'm still lacking of about 30. So what we want to advocate is that if you know you are in a deficit, you know that you don't take enough protein in that day, then supplement it with protein.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so this protein binucleotide, okay, is very, very good and very, very organic.
Correct.
And each scoop that Yongso has on his hands right now, each scoop of it, okay, each scoop of this protein contains 8 grams of protein.
Just one spoon.
Just one scoop like that.
Yep.
Okay, if you just imagine if you were to take 2 scoops, is 16 grams. And 16 grams, if you convert that to say like beans, you have
Yes.
to eat one whole big plate of beans. It's just a different form of a food.
Yes.
Okay, so this each scoop is about 8 grams, and
Mhm.
really the very, very good thing about this protein is that it has a PDCAAS score of 1. Okay, so what this is that every protein actually is measured internationally by this score. Okay, it is actually how well is being absorbed by your body.
Yeah.
Okay, so it ranges from 0 to 1.
Okay.
1 being that everything that you take in from the protein is being absorbed by your body.
Mm-hmm.
So this protein here has a PDCAAS score of 1, which means
Wow.
that everything that you are eating is being absorbed
Absorbed by
by
everything.
by your body. Okay,
Oh.
and it has all the 9 essential amino acids that your body actually doesn't produce. Okay, so this protein really is able to help you fill up, fill in all the gaps that you're actually lacking in your everyday life.
Okay.
It's all organic.
Mhm.
It's even halal certified, and it's
Oh,
very, very suitable
halal.
for even lactose intolerant people.
Okay.
Like this
Okay. Okay. Okay.
So I guess the one of the things that which really impressed me the first time when I saw this is how convenient and how simple and how easy it is to prepare a meal of a protein of 8 grams with only one scoop. You know, when I took 2 scoops of this every day, every morning, and that's already 16 grams. And all I have to do is mix it into the shake, which I showed you last week, and we just drink it, which is pretty easy and very, very convenient. Can you imagine you have to boil 2 hard-boiled eggs and wait for it to, and probably that will take 5 minutes to cook. Then after that, you have to wait for it to cool, to get cool down, and then you peel it, and then you still have to try to eat 2 eggs. I know how difficult can be to eat 2 eggs. Can you imagine just drinking 16 grams of protein versus eating 2 eggs? It's the same, but you know how difficult it is. And then yesterday I had a chance to share with some other friends about this protein. Actually, because this is 100% soybean, all right, extracted into powders form, all right. What you can do is actually very amazing. If you cook any vegetables at home, any dishes at home, all right, you might just want to take the powder and sprinkle over your vegetables, and that immediately add 8 grams of protein onto your vegetables, which is so convenient. And then don't forget, this is soybean. All right, it tastes exactly as soybean. All right, so it's not going to make your food taste not nice. In fact, it might even make it more interesting. All right.
Okay, we will explain about the all plant protein. Then I will explain about whey protein. Yeah, as you know, that whey protein is coming from the milk. So all plant is from the plant. This one is from the milk. So I will explain what is the good thing about excess whey protein. So first one, it contains 75% of protein when you get it. So 2 scoops will serving 40 grams of powder. Then you can take 30 grams of protein in your body. It's almost 75%. Comparing other products, the other one is 71 or 72. Comparing other products, quite high level of 75 protein. Second one is it contains BCAA, branched a chain of amino acid. This one is cannot consume from the food, so you need to buy another product for BCAA. This one help you to recover your body after exercise, but this one already contained in here, so no need to buy another BCAA products. So convenient. Third one is it contains chia seed. Chia seeds also help your body to recover faster. So when for until your next exercise, your body not drain at all. And then fourth one, it contains vitamin B1, B2, B3. This one will help you increase your metabolism, so more easy to burn your fat. And then last one, this one I really want to share with you. It doesn't add any artificial things. No artificial flavor, no artificial sweetener, no artificial coloring. Amazing. So that is why I introduce you a excess whey protein for you.
Okay, so I just want to understand because I don't really eat the whey protein. I eat more of the all plant. So is it correct to say that I'm more the workout type?
Yes, if you really keen to build up your muscles, then I recommend this product, Excess Whey Protein.
Okay, so it's more for people who wants to
Yeah, workout.
build
Yeah.
your muscle mass especially.
Correct, correct.
And I think it's the same concept as the all plant protein, which is based on the idea of simple, convenient, and easy. Is that one scoop of this is 30 gram of 30. See, one scoop of this, one scoop of this. Okay, yeah. One scoop, must show. One scoop, one scoop. Are you showing? Yeah, one scoop of this is 30 gram of protein. This is like 4 eggs here. Try eating 4 eggs at one time. Where else you can actually drink using the whey protein. So I think this is a very convenient stuff, isn't it? Okay. All right. Thank you, Yong Sok. Thank you, Wei Lun. I want to talk about the what call that, the macro nutrients, because earlier Yong Sok did tell you that the idea about this nutrition is that we must have balanced and adequate intake of nutrients on a daily basis. And then we understand that nutrients are divided into macronutrients and micronutrients. And the macronutrients are the number one, which is about 60% of our body, is the water.
Correct.
All right. And next is the 14% of protein, which Wei Lun and Yong Sok has just covered, and see how important that protein is part of our building block of our entire health. And then we also have one element of macronutrients is actually the fats. We'll go talk about fats later in our program. and we also want to highlight at this point that fat is an essential nutrient in our body. It's just that you must get the right type of fats.
Correct.
Yeah, if you get all the wrong fats, then it start accumulating in the body and you can't rid it off, and then it will continue to build up in the body. It is really becoming a problem. So we will talk about fats later, knowing that fats is an essential nutrients, but we need to get the right type of fats.
Correct.
And right now I want to talk about the other macronutrients, which is actually fiber. Incidentally, I think Wei Lun just now talked about that, 95% of our body is made out of macronutrients. Which is like what we just mentioned, right? Water, fats, protein, and fiber.
Correct.
All right, and the last one would be actually the minerals and vitamins, which is only like 5%. Over the years, even before I got myself exposed to all this nutrition and wellness supplementation kind of knowledge, yes, we bought once in a while vitamin A, vitamin B, vitamin C from pharmacy, and we thought that it's important to keep our body healthy. In fact, everybody probably will have one bottle of vitamin C at home, thinking that vitamin C is so important.
Correct.
But the point is vitamin C, which is minerals and vitamins, are actually micronutrients. And it is only 5% of our body. Can you imagine? You spend so much money buying all the vitamins, which is only important to us in terms of 5%. And yet you ignore that 95% of the nutrients, which is water, protein, okay, fiber, and fats. So this is quite a very lopsided kind of information that I think we need to correct. So yes, we'll come back and talk about the vitamins and minerals later, not today, over the weeks, but right now I will talk about fiber. In fact, fiber is right now one of my secret weapon, because I show you my data just now, right? And then I hope you're impressed, because I'm quite impressed myself over my data, even it's only for 9 days. And one of the secret weapon I have is fiber. And I told these young men here that, yes, you must eat a lot of fiber during this period. Why? Because, we have a lot of build up over the years in our bodies. Before most people understand the importance of protein and good nutrients, we have already consumed a lot of junks.
Yeah, correct.
And so over the years, it's built up in our body. Like what we said earlier, you are what you eat, and you are how you live. So over the years, like what they say, Rome is not built in one day. You are in this current state. It's not because yesterday I ate one satay. It's because I ate many satays over the years.
Correct.
And whether satays are good or not, that's up for debate. But the point is, then you continue to build up in the body in the right way or in the bad manner. So fiber then becomes very important, because we would have probably accumulated a lot of these things, toxic in our body, that we need to rid of. The idea is actually very simple. When we start to eat all the good nutrients, it's going to help us build our body. But what about those bad toxic or toxin that has been building up in the body? You need to get rid of it, right? We get the right stuff in, we get the good stuff in, but at the same time, we need to get the bad stuff out of the body, so that all the good stuff that we ate will be able to help us to build. So fiber is very important, because our digestive system, which we will cover over the next few weeks, it's a very complex system. And from the small intestine to the big intestine, it's like a super highway.
Yeah.
I think the small intestine and the long intestine adds up, is almost 10 meters long in our body. Yeah. 10 meters long. Can you imagine? I'm only 1.7 meters, 1.8 meters, almost 1.8 meters tall, and yet I have a 10 meter super highway in my body.
Quite long.
Quite long.
Yes.
No, it's super.
Yeah, also.
Yeah. I know you also have 10 meters. Yes, okay. So imagine, meaning a lot of the things will not be able to come up, will not have been disposed of every day, promptly and properly. Yeah, you're right. So fiber is good because it promotes bowel movement. And accidentally, fiber is a macronutrient, no doubt, but it cannot be digested in our body. It won't be digested. We eat it so that it can create that bowel movement, add weight, to our, what do you call that? Our unwanted digested stuff, all right? So that they will come out of our body easier. So actually, those people who have constipation, yeah, you will realize that it's either you're not drinking enough, okay? So a lot of things will have become hardened. Right. So when it's hard, very difficult to move, right? Number two is you are not eating enough fiber. So it has not enough weight to move. So everything is stuck loosely somewhere. So drinking water and eating fiber will help you to clear your digestive system in a more efficient way. And it's proven during these 9 days, I use fiber aggressively to help me. And one of the things is, other than last week when we show you how to mix our my what you call that?
Yeah.
My breakfast replacement shake, right? I show you I add fiber. I show you I also add lecithin E, right?
Yes.
Never mind, we'll talk about that later. But actually, what I did not show you last week is that I did not show you my secret weapon,
Wow.
which is I eat sweet potato.
Wow.
Maybe you want to show using this so that people can see what is this all about. Can you hold the camera for me? Yeah, you must aim. Yeah, sweet potato. You know sweet potato? Yeah, okay. And this is my favorite kind of sweet potato. It actually comes from Japan.
Oh, where
Yeah.
did you find?
Oh, I buy it from Cold Storage and Fair Price. All right,
Okay,
good. Can you switch it back? So this is something very interesting. I ate it every morning together with my breakfast replacement shake. Of course, I don't eat it like this. Okay, I steam it. Okay, so I steam it, and then yep, you can. Okay, maybe you can show him how to eat it. Wei can eat it. Yeah, and important. You eat it with the skin, no?
Yeah, basically you just eat it. You just eat it exactly with the skin. Yeah.
Yeah, you just eat it. You don't. Yeah, eat more. Yeah, eat more. Yeah, eat more. Eat the whole thing.
I'll eat it throughout the whole live session.
No, sorry, you have to finish it now before we continue. Yeah, you see, we want to show you that it's actually very delicious. It's sweet. Yongsuk can try.
Sure. Okay.
Yeah, all right. And then, you just eat the skin because it contains a good bit of fiber and it's also a bit starchy. All right. And what it means is that, like I say, when you drink the replacement shake and then eat this at the same time, I can guarantee that you'll be very, very, very filled up already. Meaning that you will not be eating any other stuff unnecessarily. A lot of people will say that, oh, drinking that replacement shake, would it be full? Actually, it will make you half full, if not three-quarter full already. So actually, last week we mentioned to you, after drinking replacement shake, make sure you eat your usual regular breakfast. We're not going to stop you. Just watch out the calories. But if you don't want to eat your usual stuff, you can try eating this sweet potato. Because sweet potato has a lot of fiber. All right. But then again, of course, we need to ask, a lot of people will ask, so how much fiber is this? How much fiber is this? We did a quick check, right? It says on the Google, 100 gram of sweet potato you eat actually only give you 3 gram of fiber. Friend, you know this 3 long piece here? This is 500 gram. These 3 pieces, you also hold it. This 3 long thing here, this is 500 gram. Meaning 500 gram times 3, this is only 15 gram of fiber.
Yeah, correct.
Can you imagine after eating these 3, you'll be stuffed, right? And yet you only get 15 grams. And this is already considered some of the best food that contain the most fiber already. And yet you only has 15 grams. So you see, it is tough to get enough of so-called the nutrients from our food as it is. 8 grams of protein from eggs, 8 grams of protein from breast meat, 8 grams of protein from a fish, a pomfret fish. So it's not enough. So we need the supplementation of all this nutrition to help us. All right, so I still eat this for breakfast right now. So therefore, I'm going to tell you why I use I use the Nutrilite fiber pills to add on to my the breakfast shake. Okay, and then one tablet, if I'm not wrong, one tablet actually, can I show them this chart? Yeah, one tablet of this is 1.7 gram of fiber. Can you imagine? This is amazing, right? Huh, Yong Sok? How amazing. Oh, this is new. How amazing. All right. Just now we talked about the sweet potato.
Correct.
500 gram? No, 100 gram?
3 grams.
3 gram. 100 gram is 3 gram. So even if you eat this, it's only 15 gram.
Correct.
Right? This alone is 1.7 gram. This tablet here. This tablet here is 1.7 gram. Hey, we lost it. This is 1.7 gram. Yeah, this alone is 1.7 gram. And then it's chewable type, even if you don't like. So actually every meal, when I prepare my, what I call that, the replacement shake, I put 7 to 8, which means I have almost, if let's say 8, I have almost 16 gram. And I just have to blend it in and I drink it. It's easier than eating this 3 long pieces of sweet potato, isn't it? So this is the convenience of nutrition supplement, is to help us be able to get access to all the nutrients easier. So, and then I also have another tip for you. You are those people who like to snack a lot, like what Yong Sok say, he always likes to snack, right?
Correct.
Yeah, okay, use this as a snack. Because you can chew this, it contains a bit of honey, it's quite sweet, you know, and then it's really quite tasty. All right, Yong Sok will eat this and show you how to, yeah. Do you put it in your mouth?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. How does it taste? It's not bad, right?
A little bit orange.
Orangey, citrus.
And I thought very hard, but when chewing, very like a powdery.
Yeah. So next time, put this next to your work desk and chew this if you really have an urge, and instead of you using your potato chips. Okay, so this is the fiber part I want to share with you, and I have another thing, which is also very interesting, which is Nutrilite has this thing called a concentrate fruit and vegetable. All right. Just now we talked about the what, right? Is 1 tablet is equals to 1.7 gram of fiber in our chewable fiber. But this, all right, open for me. All right, then I shoot for you. Yep, I will shoot for you. 1 tablet like this. 1 tablet like this. Yep, 1 tablet like this. Are you switching over? Okay, 1 tablet like this, okay, contain 10 servings of vegetables. 1 serving like this contain 10 servings of vegetable. Incidentally, a lot of people will say, what is 10 servings? What is 10 servings? What is 1 serving? 1 serving actually equals to 1 bowl. 1 bowl.
1 bowl.
1 bowl, yeah, 1 rice bowl. So you can see the difference. Okay, so you see all these nutrition supplements actually is to help us to have quick access of all these nutrients to make our life easier, and then to make our ability to get all these right nutrients quickly, so that we don't miss them out. All right, so this is what I want to share about fiber, and like what we showed you earlier in the proportion chart. Make sure on the plate you should always have at least half of the plate which is fiber.
Correct.
And if you look at half the plate of fiber, I'm not sure if it's even 2 servings, because we talk about 1 serving is 2 bowls. 1 serving is 1 bowl. So I'm not sure even if you plate it up half, you will have 2 bowls or not. So that's quite amazing. 1 tablet like that is already 10 bowls. And given my weight, I'm 92 kg. Actually, on a daily basis, I need to have 42 grams of fiber. You know how much is that? You can never have 42 grams of fiber. Don't forget.
1.5 kg of sweet potatoes.
Yeah, exactly. That means I have to eat 1.5 kg.
Of sweet potato.
That's why a lot of people say that, oh, I eat a lot of vegetables, I eat a lot of vegetables. Don't joke with me. Weigh yourself. go and calculate on the internet, you will find that for my weight 92 kg, I need to eat 42 grams of fiber every day. So a lot of people like to say, oh, I've always eat vegetable. I always eat vegetable. I love vegetable. Yeah, but they still have constipation. All right.
It means
Eating the
not
right
enough.
amount is also important.
Correct.
All right. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, you now need to talk about.
Okay. So, we already talked about some of the products like
Yes,
protein.
correct.
We talk about whey protein.
Mm-hmm.
We talk about fiber, and we talk
Mhm.
about the concentrated fruits and vegetables. Okay. So, as we all know, it's very very important to have our 3 fixed meal a day. Okay. As you can see
Yes.
on the screen now, there's always this saying that you should eat like a king in the morning,
Yes.
eat like a prince for lunch,
Yes.
and eat like a beggar for
Beggar.
dinner. And why is that so? It's because when your day starts, okay, it imagines after sleeping for like 6, 7, 8 hours.
8 hours.
Okay, your body is it's kind of like empty.
Correct.
When you wake up in the morning, your body actually absorbs 70% of the nutrients from the food that you take in the morning. So it's very, very important to eat a whole variety of fruits and fruits, like what Yongso mentioned earlier on the healthy plate. Half of it fruits and vegetables,
Yeah, correct.
a quarter of
for
protein, and a quarter of
protein.
unrefined carbs, right?
Yeah, correct.
So it's very important to eat the whole range of it because your body absorbs really 70% of it.
Oh, in
And
the morning.
In the morning.
Mhm.
And you have to take it preferably before 9 a.m. Okay, when you wake up. So for lunch and for dinner, your body only absorbs 15% of these nutrients from the food that you take.
Quite low.
Quite low.
Yeah, comparing breakfast,
Yeah.
only 15% for lunch.
But if you think about it, a lot of the people nowadays, or like working population,
Correct.
we either eat very little for breakfast,
Mhm.
or we skip breakfast,
Mhm.
or we just grab a bread with a coffee.
Correct.
So in that, it's just carbohydrates and sugar.
Yeah,
you're just
correct.
grabbing.
Or caffeine for coffee.
Correct, correct. And then lunch, sometimes you eat very quickly, sometimes you
Yeah.
skip it, and then dinner we eat a lot because it's after
a lot.
work.
Yes,
Yeah.
correct.
But that kind of like flips the whole, the way of eating is all it's all kind of wrong. Yeah, because we're not
Right.
supposed to eat so much for dinner. So if you eat so much for dinner, especially some people actually go into supper,
Yeah.
then your body actually will still be digesting your food when
Yeah.
you are trying to sleep.
Yeah,
So you will
correct.
not get a good night's sleep.
Mhm.
Your body will be working throughout, and then the next day this cycle continues.
Correct.
Because you'll feel tired, and then you don't want to wake up, and then you're rushing forward, and then
Yeah.
again you're
Yeah,
repeating the
correct,
cycle
correct.
of not having your breakfast again.
Yeah, correct.
So it's very important that we really need to fix this part of the meal, which is what all three of us have been doing for the past week. That is taking our BodyKey meal replacement in the morning. Okay, so if you can see the BodyKey meal replacement, all right, the one that Yongsu is taking up right now. Okay, this is actually what we take every day in the morning. Okay, it is very very convenient. Inside this box itself, okay, there's actually 14 packs of the meal replacement. Okay, 14
correct.
packs of meal replacement,
14.
and it's in the powder form. Okay, it's in the powder form. So what we do in the morning, we mix 1 packet of this with 2 scoops of protein into a shaker bottle. So I have mine here in the morning that I made. So this is the vanilla flavor together with the all plant protein. Okay. So this BodyKey breakfast, okay, it actually contains 12 minerals, 12 vitamins, 7 grams of protein, and 3 grams of fiber. So it is actually very, very nutritious. Okay, it is all the nutrition and minerals that you need in one single meal. Okay, and then when we add it with protein, okay, can you imagine 7 grams of protein plus another 8 grams, and then another 8 grams because we
Wow.
take 2 scoops. So that is already about 23 grams of protein early in the morning. Okay, early in the morning we take 23 grams of protein. For myself, I just need to complete another 40 grams of protein to get
Wow.
what I actually need in a day. So I'll be very conscious to understand what am I eating, am I getting enough protein, and if I'm not, I actually go back home and take another 2 scoops of our protein, all plant protein powder. Okay, so this BodyKey is actually super convenient. Early in the morning, you see, you take this. It's just 2 minutes. You shake it in a bottle. You can bring it for work.
Yeah.
There's no reason not to make this in the morning.
Yeah.
There's no reason for anyone to say that I'm rushing for work because
Yeah,
this just takes
correct.
just 2 minutes.
Yeah, correct,
Very
correct.
quickly, very convenient, but yet it is very nutritious.
Mm.
So it's way better than you going to take buying bread from the bread shop, taking coffee,
Yeah.
and grabbing a plate of like noodles or nasi lemak in the morning. So this, if you don't take the right food in the morning, your body absorbs most of it.
Correct.
But if you take the right one, your
Mhm.
body absorbs most of it as well.
Mhm.
And eating this, you actually feel very clean.
Yes,
you feel,
correct.
You feel that your whole day you are very energized
Correct.
to carry on the day.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, I think one thing other than convenient and easy, of course, we just showed you to you that you don't need to do what I do last week to use a blender.
Yeah.
All you need to do is do a shaker. You don't even need hot water. In fact, we strongly advise against you using hot water. Just use room temperature water. You'll be good enough to dissolve very nicely. And all you need to do is just shake. And then you can drink it. I use a blender because I want to blend the fiber and the lecithin E all together at one shot, so to make it even more convenient. But if for those who are not interested in adding fiber or lecithin, you can just shake it like this as what they just show you, which is very cool. Yep.
Okay, so this is how we actually take it in the morning. And then the next thing I want to talk about is actually this double X. Okay, double X. Double X is actually a daily multivitamin tablet, multi-mineral tablet, and also phytonutrients. Okay, so if you open this up, okay, you see that it contains 3 different tablets. Okay, so in this, there are 12 vitamins, 9 minerals, and 17 phytonutrients. So this thing is very, very important. Why? Because as you know, as we talked about earlier, imagine or rather think about whatever you ate yesterday again. Okay, if you look at it in terms of not the kind of the food that you're eating, or rather you're not looking at how tasty the food is, but you consider how much carbohydrates you're getting,
Correct.
how much protein, how
Mhm.
much fats, how much fiber that you're actually getting from your meal,
Yeah.
how much minerals and vitamins you're getting from your meal. You realize that you actually don't have enough.
Correct.
Okay? And there's a really there's this thing about food nowadays that because we have so many people in the world right now.
Yes.
The population is really really growing.
Mhm.
Okay, last time maybe it takes like a year for a
Mhm.
really small chick to develop into a full-grown chicken.
Correct.
Okay, and there is enough time for the nutrients and minerals in the chicken to develop.
Mhm.
But right now, because we are so scarce in our food,
Correct.
there are a lot of times where those they inject
Inject.
the hormones,
Yeah,
growth hormones,
to
such that the
grow,
chicken
yeah.
grow very quickly within 2-3 months.
Mm.
And therefore, in our food in itself is already lesser in our nutrition content.
Correct.
And nowadays, a lot of the food are also processed.
Mhm.
Your luncheon meat,
Yes.
your sausage. I mean,
Yeah.
a lot of people like to eat all these things, but it's actually processed food, and therefore, the amount of protein inside these foods are even way lesser. And
Correct.
therefore, every single day, when we look at what we eat, especially Asian food,
Mm.
we'll know that we actually don't get enough minerals and vitamins of all kinds.
Yeah.
And therefore, it is very important to actually supplement it with a daily multivitamin tablet. I mean,
Mhm.
a lot of our parents in like their generation, they will actually know that, oh, I have to take multivitamin tablet, but I do not exactly know why it is, but I know it's important.
Correct.
Okay, that is because every single day in the food that you eat, there are a lot of gaps that we are not actually getting from our food.
Mm.
Right? Unless you maybe perhaps take like a few kgs of meat, a few
Mm.
kgs of vegetables, and then like maybe 20 bananas for the
Right.
for the potassium and other vitamins in it. There are a lot of vitamins that we are not getting, and therefore this double X is there to supplement it. And this is really extracted from just fruits and vegetables
Oh.
and plants alone.
Mm.
Okay.
I think what we will just cover in terms of the neutralite, what you call that, the body key shake, and also the nutritional, the double X. The idea is that we want, like I said, in our whole idea in the first 4 weeks is to make sure you have 3 fixed meal.
Correct.
Yeah, no extra. Okay, 3 fixed meal. All right, and then breakfast being the most important, and really the BodyKey replacement shake and the double X will make sure, will allow you to have the tools and the resources to cultivate that good dietary habits of having 3 meals. Which means what? I shared with somebody yesterday. I said, because most of us are busy working, sometimes we skip breakfast, sometimes we skip dinner, sometimes we skip lunch, and sometimes we skip everything together and eat one meal at the end of the day. These are all problems that will be accumulated over the years that will present even more critical issues for you later. So keeping that 3 meals a day is very important, and using replacement shake like BodyKey will definitely help you to make sure you have a fixed 3 meal every day. Like I said, for some of you may find that it's not filling enough, but no matter what, drink the replacement shake first. At least get it into your system, and when you have the chance to eat a proper regular meal, all right, I can't even call it proper, when you have to eat solid food, all right, because solid food may not be proper, but some people will think that solid food is more nutritious, but they can't be more nutritious than the BodyKey. But drink your replacement shake, and if you have the chance to eat a solid food later, then eat it later, rather than missing it all together and then it give you more problem. So having 3 regular meals a day is very important, and BodyKey replacement shake and the double X will definitely help you to achieve that, and making sure that also you have the adequate and balanced amount of nutrients every day. All right.
All right. So far, we understand the food, what we are having. So we are focusing on the change your dietary habit for the first 4 weeks. Okay.
And important part of the day, right?
Yes. Yeah. When starting our session today, I announced that I will share the winner of the first pop quiz. Can you remember what was the question?
Yes. What the name of the question? Yeah.
Yeah.
What was the question? What was the name of the question? What I'm talking about?
Question was what was the name of our program?
Yep.
So,
and our program is
BodyKey Trim and Fit Challenge 4.0 8 weeks online weight management program by 3BFS.
yay! Gosh, we practiced for 1 whole week already. Yeah.
Okay. So the winner is Gina Lau.
Yay!
Congrats!
Congratulations, Gina. Yeah, we'll be
Yes.
contacting you soon, and you win yourself 12 cans, which is 1 dozen of XS energy drinks.
So it will help you to win your workout.
Okay, so stay tuned to our 3BFS Facebook group, okay, for the whole of next week, because we're going to have a lot of exciting more content that will be sharing there, and we'll be sharing a lot of knowledge and information that's going to help you with your whole transformation for the 60 days.
Pop quiz.
Pop quiz, yeah. We're going to have another pop quiz.
Now the secret word is pop quiz.
Yeah.
Did you like Yongsuk's video?
Yeah. Next week I will share the
Pop
new
quiz.
version of pop quiz.
Pop
Yeah.
quiz.
I hope you look forward to pop quiz as well as our program for next Sunday.
Yes.
We'll be talking about metabolism and calories.
Yes. Let's burn the calories.
And you definitely need to know about this, because this is a very important part of weight management. And remember to lock into your calendar and catch us next week again on FB Live. And remember to like and share our videos so that more of your friends can actually learn from our content. And we also hope that we can be of great help to all these people who need to have a transformation in their life in wellness and fitness. And we'll see you again next week. Thank you. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Yeah.